Hi and welcome to Autocad Bytes. If you'd like to work along with these tutorials, then please go to my website, the free tips section, and download the associated PDF file and Autocad file for this tutorial. Today we're going to be looking at the divide and measure commands. The divide and measure commands are primarily used to divide an object or a point along a line or path. The distance between these points is either divided equally or entered by the user in the measure command, and it's used as an example for setting up glazing partitions in office plans, to show a dotted line along a path to show a route on a planning application, or simply dividing up window panes to get equal divisions between the frames. So let's get on with it. In the first exercise, we'll look at the divide command, and we have a block here which I've created from a rectangle which was 100 millimeters by 50 millimeters, and I've turned it into a block called DJ1. We're going to copy this block along the central path of this section of window frame, which is in plan. It's an office layout, and we're going to divide the window frame into 6 sections along this curved line. So the first thing we need to do is to induce the divide command, so it's div and enter. Now it's asking us to which object would we like to divide. Now it's this center line here, so click on that. It now asks us the number of segments. Now if we simply wanted to divide this shape, this line, into 6 equal segments, we'd type in 6 and press enter now. But in this case we'd like to use a block in its instance. So if we type in B for block, and now it's asking us for the block name, which we know is DJ1, standing for door jam 1, and enter. Now it's asking us, do we want to align the object with the path? Now in this case, yes we do, because we'd like the block to rotate to stay lined up with the curve as it goes round. So Y and enter. And how many segments do we want to divide? In this case, 6. Now you can see it's copied that object along the path, and it's spaced it evenly into 6 individual segments, and that's the divide command. Next we'll look at the measure, so we'll just pan over here. The measure command is very similar to the divide command, but instead of putting equal segments between the objects, it allows the user to define a distance. Now there's always going to be a bit left over at the end of the path that you've chosen, because you won't be dividing it evenly. Okay, so to induce the command, it's ME for measure. It's again asking us for the object that we'd like to measure. It's this path here. It's now asking us for the block, so B for block. And it's now going to ask us for the block insert name. Now I've called this is a donut which I've turned into a block, and I've called it icon 1. So icon 1 and enter. It's asking us, do we want to align the block with the path? It doesn't matter in this case because it's a circle, so we'll just do yes anyway. And to specify the length between the segments, so 100 millimeters between the segments, and enter. And there we go, we've copied the dot along the path. Now to clean things up a bit, we can use E for erase and erase the path, and we're just left with the dots. So what we've done here today, we've looked at the measure command and the divide command, and how they differ between each other is they will copy an object along a path, the divide will divide them evenly along that path, while the measure command allows the user to input the distance that they'd like to see between each of the objects. That's it folks, thank you very much.